Being an entrepreneur can be very challenging, particularly in times of crisis. Only those who can ride the waves actually succeed. In fact, we say that entrepreneurship is for the fierce and fearless. But the question is entrepreneurship for you? If you're currently unemployed or thinking of switching careers, you may be considering entrepreneurship as a career path. Entrepreneurship is very exciting. And like I said in my last video, Wrong Reasons for Becoming an Entrepreneur, entrepreneurship is not for everyone. And people often decide to become an entrepreneur for the wrong reasons. To help you know whether entrepreneurship is for you, here are 5 questions you should ask yourself. The first question is, do I have the financial means to live off my savings and unemployment allowances for at least 6 months? Setting up your business and landing your first customer may actually take some time. And it could be a great idea for you to start your business as a side gig. This could work perfectly if you're selling services such as consulting or tutoring. If you're selling products, definitely use technology to help you build systems and processes to save you tons of time. This could be handling the orders or shipping the products or even handling customer service. Build solid foundations at the beginning of your business creation, and as your business grows, you will actually know when it's the right time for you to turn this side gig into your full-time job. The second question is, do I have a viable product to sell? Basically, you need to have a clear idea on what your offer is and what solution you're bringing to the market. The problem is so many entrepreneurs rush into setting up their businesses without doing the necessary research. I mean, last year I was working on 3 main projects and no one of them actually took off because while I was doing the research, I realized that it was not really enough. There wasn't enough information and data for me to continue pursuing those projects, and it actually killed my enthusiasm. But I was facing the facts. I could just go ahead and follow my intuition, but in reality there was no market for those products that I was thinking to launch. So the question you may be asking, how much is enough research and how much research is overkill? It really depends on the products that you're trying to place in the market. But here are a few things that you need to be aware of. First of all, the market gap, the competition. So who is your competition and how are they operating? What are their offers? The industry, how is the industry like? Can you penetrate easily into that industry or are there barriers of entry? And the last one, your target market. My advice to you is to really get super close to your target market. Get to know them better than they know themselves. Get to know their habits, their story, their pain point, and they will be actually the ones pointing you to the right direction. Having a conversation with your potential clients and really understanding their needs and their pain point will be so beneficial for your business, and it will help you avoid unnecessary mistakes. The third question is, do I have an idea on how to market and sell my product? At this point, you may not have a clear idea on how you're going to place your product in the market, but you should definitely know what avenues you're exploring. Whether you're selling B2B or B2C, you should be able to know where your target market is hanging out and how to find them. One thing to remember is that a lot of industries are nowadays super saturated. Say for example, you want to launch an energy drink. Just go to the supermarket and see how many energy drinks are out there on the shelves. So unless you have a product that is super clean or have a breakthrough ingredient, it's actually going to be very hard for you to market it and place it in the marketplace. Not only it'll be harder, but it'll also be more expensive. This is why on my previous points, I stressed on the fact that you need to know who you're selling to, your target market. And sometimes it's actually easier to first spot the target market that is an already existing community and then find a product to sell them to. It's actually the opposite. Find the community first, or the audience or your target market first, and think what product would they actually need. Don't do the opposite. Don't find a product and then tell yourself, who can buy this from me? No, that's a recipe for disaster. The fourth question is, do I have what I need to get started? This could be knowledge, expertise, equipment, money, or human resources. As a newbie entrepreneur, what tools will you need to do your work? And are you able to make them available to you? You may need an accountant, a virtual assistant, a piece of hardware or a software, or just a designated space where you can work without kids distracting you. Entrepreneurship will require you to be efficient, so you may have to build systems and processes from the beginning so that you can be productive. And to be productive, you need energy to go through long days of work. So think of how you're going to take care of your health and well-being. This should be also your priority as an entrepreneur. How will you make sure that you're getting nutritious food throughout the day? And how are you making sure that you're moving your body? Because nowadays we're spending so much time in front of our screens, and that's counter-effective if you're doing it for hours. Think of the solution that will enable you to really succeed as an entrepreneur. Create that environment that will prompt you to success. So have that intention of providing yourself with support. Entrepreneurship is hard, but it can be very fun. So make sure you're creating a fun and sustainable business and not create a stress bomb for yourself. The fifth question is, am I ready to sacrifice something? Whether that's your personal relationship, wallet, or sleep, something will likely suffer at the beginning of your entrepreneurial journey. So at the beginning you may be misaligned or out of balance, but that's completely normal because it's a new habit and a new task and mission that you're imposing upon yourself. That's totally normal. But if you're building the processes and systems I was talking about earlier, it should get easier for you to handle, the stress or the amount of work that you have. My advice is to celebrate every micro success of your business. This will help you stay motivated and dedicated. You got a new client? Celebrate it. Do something. A friend of mine tells me to avoid burnout when I'm in a marathon of deadlines and too much business all at once, I will go to boutique hotels with pretty views in my city and pay $10 for a herbal tea or nutritious meal and sit and read a book with all my devices turned off. I call this the 1 hour holiday. I plan them when I know I can get away with disappearing for an hour if anyone is trying to contact me. So find what is going to work for you and just do it on the regular. Celebrate those micro successes. That's what will keep you going on the long run. If you answered most of these questions by yes, then yes, you are prepared to become an entrepreneur. If not, then just go back to the question, give it more thought. Remember, the more clarity you have, the better it is for you and for your business. At the end of the day, I feel that entrepreneurship is a calling. It's a calling to create and put something out there to the world that will bring value to people's lives. And that calling will help you go through the many ups and downs of entrepreneurship. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what is stopping you from becoming an entrepreneur. I'd love to have this conversation with you. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Like the video if you found it useful and share it with your friends. And I'll see you next time. Bye!